Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a new video. This week on the Magic Roundabout, this is a DMC challenge for the month of, what we in, February. Yep, the Diecast and Models Community Challenge, and it was any dinky toy. And you know, I've only got a few, so I struggled to choose one. But anyway, having said that, we've got these two Ferrari P5s. I think they're P5s, just wait one. Yeah, P5s. We'll try and make one good one out of both of these. As you can see, one's got the super fast wheels and one's got the early dinky wheels with the hollow slot for the tyres. So we're going with the early version. Okay, well, I'd like to welcome everybody who's watching this, friends of the channel, and any new friends joining. These are monthly challenges we do, the DMC, Diecast and Models Community. If you want to join in, you don't have to have a YouTube channel. You can just post your pictures. We'll find us on Facebook. We're a pretty relaxed group. So if you fancy it, pop along and join us. That's a DMC, Diecast and Modelers Community on Facebook. Okay, that being said, let's get these off the Magic, get them on the bench and see what we can do with them. Okay, here we go then. There's the two. There's the difference between the two. Different wheels on. These are the later wheels on here. Super fast wheels, whatever I like to call them. These are the original wheels I put on these. This one had a wheel missing. So my good friend Laszlo from Laszlo Collectibles, he sent me another chassis which had all the wheels on it, but everything else was missing. So I took the wheel I wanted off it, and then he contacted me and he was on about his Jensen, and he said he was looking for a wheels for it, and I said, well, actually these are the same wheels that's on the Jensen Interceptor, so I'm now going to send this back to him with a set of back wheels on it. So this has been backwards and forwards. Yeah, talk about getting use out of your castings. So Laz, that's coming to you shortly, mate. So yeah, here we go. So it's got a screw base. Let's have a look at the bottom first. Made in England, Ferrari P5. Okay, that's it. So it's got one screw bottom. So we'll get a screw on this and have a look. Take this out. I've got my tub, because I'm probably going to use the glove. I'll show you in a minute. Let's see what happens here now. It should lift and separate. Yeah, just lift and separate. Just lay that there for a second. Yeah, I think these hubs can pull out. They're like they've got little bearings on them. There. So we'll look at that in a minute, so we can get them out of there. Looks like a bit tight squeeze. Oh, that's come off. Yeah, it's got the little bearing on there, look. Very thin axles on these. So I'm not sure, I might split that, widen that out of there, so I can get the axle out. And then crimp it back together again. It might be easier. So that's the base of that one. And let's have a look at the interior. Glass piece at the front. Pull that out. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's the chrome piece at the back will come out first, because that lays on the top, goes back in last. That's got your spare wheel. We'll clean that up. It's starting to go yellow around the outside, so we'll clean that up. And then there should be the interior, should just lift out, which it does, which has got the steering wheel and the seats, which cleaning. Now let's have a look. The windscreen, it's got a rivet in there, which is a pain in the butt. We have to file that out. You can't afford to put a drill on that and slip that out. Flipping heck. The back screen, you just lift it and separate. It's got two tags on it, there and there. This is cracked, this one, but I think this one on here isn't, so we're going to change that. We're going to use this screen instead of this one because it's got a crack in it, as you can see, so that's a bonus. The doors, as you can see, they're just sitting in there, and they look like you've got to put them in before you put the window screen in, because the window sits on top of these pins. So we'll take the doors out, and they've got a little tiny rivet in them and all. Look at that. It's going to make some, it's going to flatten that off. You can see that there. Try and focus it. Yeah. Little tiny rivet there to get that off. So that'll be another one to get out. But that's in good condition. Same with this side. Yeah, what I'm going to do, I'll get the file on these. I'm trying to get that in the position where you can see it properly. Yeah, you can just see it there. And file them flat. There, because it doesn't matter about this bit of screen, because you can't see it's beyond there. But we should be able to file that flat and get that out of there. That's what we'll be doing with this. And there should be enough of the post left to put it back in place when we're finished. That's what we're doing. It's coming. These things always take a bit of time when you're messing about with this. The thing is, get this flat enough so it doesn't crack the screen when you try and pull it out. I don't think it's ready enough yet. Oh yeah, I think it's just about ready. So we're going from this angle and just tweak it just a bit, just a bit, just a little bit. There you go, it's out. That's it. So we'll do that with the other one, and we're going to have to do something similar with the front. This has got the front screen. This looks better than the other one. This one here, I don't know, I think, yeah, this one's got more, it's got a bigger crack in it that side. And the one that, oh, I'm reaching around here, and the other one, the third one, that, I don't know, I might get that one out actually and have a look. That might just be dirt on there. Oh, by the way, I should say, Pimp My Diecast, he sent me this one. Laszlo sent me that one because I needed the wheels off it, a front set of wheels off it. And Pimp My Diecast, Paul James sent me this one. We were chatting on the tavern, so apologies for Paul not saying so straight away. So there we go, we got enough of these to sort it out. So I'm going to pop this screen out, and then we're ready for caustic soda. I'm going to use a gold metallic base on this with the Ford Tango red over the top. Okay, all right, so there you go. Okay, we're out the caustic soda. It's surprising once you get the paint off, and you can see how badly, look at that, pitting again, all rough around here. I mean, the primer and the paint will cover the vast majority of that. I mean, these aren't massive holes. It shows up more in this camera because this camera on my tablet is very close up. Yeah, so we've got a bit of work to be done here. It's not chewed away, but it's all, so I can get that a little bit for you. You can see it's all marked, and being a Ferrari, it could do with being a bit better than that. So that's what we're looking at. So we're going to spend some time with the file, the wire wool, and a bit of super duper, and we'll see how we get on. So that was that. The doors, they're not too bad. They're not too bad, this one. Where's the other one gone? It's over here. Not too bad. I think this one's worse than that one, to be honest with you. Anyway, we'll sort it out. The other thing I was going to mention was I took the chrome off this plastic. Look at it. The multicoloured engine bay. That just goes to show that they don't waste their plastic, dinky or corgi. Any offcuts of plastic goes in the bowl, goes in the bucket, into the melting pot, and it comes into the mould. That's quite funky, really, when you look at it. That's pretty funky. You couldn't create that if you tried. Look at that. There's blacks, oranges, blues. I'm tempted to leave it as it is, but no, I ain't doing that. Yeah. So there you go. So that's got to be silver painted. All the door glass. Well, I noticed one of the door glasses, I think it's this one, damaged. Wasn't on at all. I got it out and washed it in the bowl. That I realised there's a piece at the top missing, and it's a bit bent. How it's got like that, I don't know. So if it doesn't fit very well back in, I'll either put it in or I'll leave it out, and if I get a replacement at some point, I'll put it in. It's a bit late to get one now. I won't have time. And I didn't notice it, to be honest with you. So that's it. So next step is finish cleaning that up, get some primer on it, check it again, and then we're going with the gold base coat and the Tango red metallic. Or I might change it completely, because I'm going to look on Google Images, which I haven't done yet, and have a look. I might change it colour completely. So we'll see. It's surprise time. Okay, all painted up. Now, I haven't gone for the metallic red. I was looking on Google Images, like I said to you I was going to do, and I came up with this. And if you look at these P5s, most of them are Pininfarina designs, and there's a lot of these red ones like this. Okay, you see I've got to put a bit of black wash in the vents there, and at the back where Dinky got it solid, if you look at the ones at the back, these are actual vents, engine coolant vents. So I'll put the black in there to simulate that. Bit of silver on the front there for the light bit. Yeah, it's not bad. I've got it as smooth as I can. So there you go. So that's that. And I moved on. And if you look at Google Images, you'll also see that they got off-white wheels. So these are ivory colour wheels. So I've got them on. Detail on the exhaust there, with the new tyres on. And I also changing the red to the red. I also did the interior black instead of that horrible gaudy yellow. I've changed it into black, and I painted the seats red, a slightly darker red, like a leather red on there, and the steering wheel, gear stick, and so on and so forth. The engine bay, I painted the headers on, or the headers on there. These are the tops, shall I say. And I painted the spare wheel white, and I put a tyre on that. Okay, so that's good to go. So basically, assembly says that's the light at the front, the doors. As I was telling you the last one, that door had shrunk, was no good, so I've made a new one. It's in there out of plastic, clear plastic cards. So I made a new door. This one was okay, so that was alright. But the problem I've got are these windscreens. Now I clean these up both best I can, and they're both shit. To be honest with you, they're both shit. This one looks a bit better on than this one does, but unfortunately this one hasn't got the grips. And this one's lost its grips as well. What grip the door tops. These door tops, they're supposed to grip in like so, and they're not doing so well. So really I'm a bit naffed off that out of 2 screens, and I ain't got time to get another one now. So I'm gonna have to, this is a screw base. If this wasn't a screw base, I would have discontinued this and come back to it at a later date, but this is a screw base, so for the purposes of this video I'm just going to try and put one of these in. It should be this one, because it's got the best chance of holding the doors, but we'll see. But I will get a new one if I can find one. Back glass is okay. You see that's got the little divots there that hold the doors as well. So that's it, that's where we're up. So it's assembly time. Okay, let's get this thing assembled. Now what I've done, I put the screens in because I was trying to get that to hold in the best I can. I mean, it's not great until I get a new windscreen, but that's unfortunately the way it's going to have to be. Okay, so let's have a look, see which goes in first. We'll pop that in first. Let's get out so you can see it. Let's get this camera tilted up a bit. So these things are a bit disappointing, aren't they? Pop that in, like so. Don't forget your glass piece at the front. Should we get that in right? I think that's right, or is it that way? I can never remember now. No, it's got to be that way. Gotta be that way. Okay, then your base. So hook that under the back. Drop it down. And put your screw in. And hopefully the doors won't fall out. No, not fell out. There you have it. Unfortunately it's not the best, my apologies for that. Not to what I would call my usual standard, but I didn't want to junk it. And I will wait until I get a thingy bobby jobby. The engine and spare wheel. And risk opening the door. Open the door. And you can see the seats and stuff in there. Close the door. Okay. Right, let's get it on the magic then. And it's a roller. What a smooth roller actually. This is what we started with. Couple of battered Ferraris. And this is how we ended up. Now have a look at this. Here we are then. Finitoed. Dinktoys Ferrari P5. This is done in a forget it, in a Farina style. had a look on Google Images for some tips, and I found they're in plain red, red seat inlays, and like an off-white wheel. So did some interior detail on there, smoothed a lot of lines out. As you saw earlier on, it's rough old casting, but I did smooth a lot of lines out, trying to get the best bodywork that I could. As you can see, got a bit of detail inside, got the red seat things, inlays. Just showing about that window unit, but I will get another one. I'll keep lookout for one, and I'll get one and I'll swap it over, and it'll be a lot better. Okay, well, thanks for watching. This is the DMC Challenge, Diecast and Modelers Community on Facebook. If you want to get involved, just look it up on Facebook, Diecast and Modelers Community, and come join us. You don't have to have a video channel. You can before and after photos. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Zooming in, zooming in.